anything.
I'm not.
Right. This is why I love Oracle. He is patient with me. You have not tripped with Oracle. I have. And like poured my fucking shit out to him and his wife.
That poor woman.
And he's like, I know.
I've snorted coke off the back of a toilet seat with Oracle.
All right.
Okay, so, I mean that's something.
We're live on YouTube.
I'm not negating that too. That is.
Sorry, we're live on what, Oracle?
On YouTube.
All right, word.
Awesome. Here we go. On this episode of the Radar Report, we talk about killer celebrities. We listen to Ashtray, not pay the fuck attention. And yeah, we pretty much just fuck around. With us this week is Ashtray. Ashtray never pays attention, and that kills my fucking patience. Then next to him is Oracle. Oracle slowly is killing his dog with a shot collar. Psychotic son of a bitch. It's gonna be the second dog he's killed before.
That you know of.
Oh yeah. Damn. He said, "Damn, I got a graveyard this motherfucker, bro." And then there's Mystic. Mystic kills the toilet every time she sits on it.
Hey.
And then there's me, Teddy. I be killing them bitches. Actually, that wasn't funny at all. Never mind.
Yeah, that wasn't funny at all. That was creepy. Creepier than that.
Been killing healthcare CEOs, maybe.
Yeah, right. That's the Robin thing to do.
This
fucking Louis.
Like every show, we like to start off with our pause for the cause. Dane Cook Humane Society. Dane County.
Dane Cook Humane Society.
I always say Dane Cook. I don't know why. It's just fucking in my mind that those two words go together.
You know
Dane
what?
County Humane Society.
Dane Cook could use some attention right now. I don't know if he's done anything in the last.
Shut up! I'm talking. God damn it. The animal this week is Wally, the wobbly wallaby. Yes. Wally, the wobbly wallaby.
You use the marsupial.
You gotta write this shit down, Teddy. Jesus Christ. Wally, the wobbly wallaby.
Yes.
Say that 10 times.
Yeah,
fast.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
He's got
Right?
He's got constant vertigo. He wobbles and he always hops around in circles.
Constant vertigo.
Oh man.
Right.
I wonder if he goes clockwise or counterclockwise.
Well,
When
now
he
he's
spins on your dick or what? What's that?
Oh Jesus!
Said he
Whatever,
hops in
that is
circles.
just me wondering which direction he made
Fuckity
consistent
fuck.
circles in. You had to bring dicks.
Nobody
into it.
cares. Shut up. All right, here we go.
This is
So
a Reddit
I got
report.
this. God damn it. I got this topic from Mystic actually. Last week he did celebrities who were related to killers, and that got me thinking: how many of these motherfuckers have actually killed people? All right. So we're gonna start off with Matthew Broderick.
Really?
In 1987, he was enjoying a drive on a scenic Northern Irish countryside. It began to rain, and possibly because he was not used to the Irish requirement of driving on the left side of the road, he took a turn and took a turn around the corner and struck a Volvo head on. Both passengers were killed instantly.
Damn.
Struck a what head on?
A Volvo head on.
Volvo.
Both passengers in the Volvo were killed instantly.
Wow.
Initially, he was charged
Is he
with
the only one with a seatbelt? What the fuck? How'd he survive?
I don't know.
He's Matthew Broderick.
Yeah. Initially,
Well,
he
I'm
was
sorry,
charged-
but like you get into an accident where like your passengers all die, but you survive, and Matthew Broderick doesn't look like he's fucking disfigured.
Let's get this out now. Actually, 'cause a few of these are car wrecks, so just go ahead and get it out now.
All right.
All right, are you done? Awesome, cool. So initially, he was charged with a charge equivalent to vehicular manslaughter and faced 5 years in prison. However, his attorneys managed to knock the charges down to careless driving, which only cost him $175.
What?
What the fuck? Really?
Now was this before he was famous?
No, this is after. This is in '87. This is after like Ferris Bueller and stuff. So he's famous.
Shit.
The reason why the attorneys were successful is because there was due to lack of evidence, nothing suggested that Broderick was driving, behaving negligently or driving carelessly. But I'm like, how do you hit somebody head on and kill both people? Then is my thing.
Well,
And not
if
be
nobody was there to see it, maybe the other car fucking. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like what?
Yeah.
crippled himself. Well, that's the thing. I was thinking, like, if you,
I mean, $175 is pretty light, but still,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
well,
the other people
When your
died. It's
passengers died.
conveniently, right?
I'm assuming he was not running Uber or Lyft at the time because this was a while ago. It's like
Exactly.
these were fucking friends of his, I'm assuming, or at least
Dude,
acquaintances.
what are you talking about? He hit another
he hit
fucking
another
car
car.
and killed them.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Pay attention.
Listen,
He hit a car that killed them.
Okay, moving on.
fuck.
Felicia Pearson. You guys ever seen The Wire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, not now. God damn it, my computer's James got okay, stop.
Well, I can't
okay, so-
make up stories if you don't keep up.
All right, so Felicia Pearson, she was no. It keeps saying my computer wants to
Jesus,
restart.
Teddy.
Oh
It
my
keeps saying
god.
computer
Ted-
wants to restart. Calm down. So remember that her name was Snoop. She was the girl with the braids who was going around with that guy, killing all those people, hiding them in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, she actually killed somebody at the age of 14.
I remember her
She was
story.
convicted of second-degree murder after shooting a girl named Okia Toomer. She was sentenced to 2 8-year terms to be served consecutively. She was released after 6.5 years. Up next, we got Henry Ruggs.
Yeah.
This
Idiot.
motherfucker.
What was that?
he hit
Henry
a woman and her dog in a RAV4 going 126 miles an hour. Earlier that night, he was I guess they said he had digital confirmation of him going earlier that night around 3:30 a.m. He was going 160 miles an hour in his
Damn.
Corvette.
Yeah.
On May 10th, as part of a plea agreement, Ruggs pleaded guilty to 1 count of felony DUI, resulting in a death, and 1 count of misdemeanor vehicular manslaughter. After he hit her car busted into flames, and her dog burned to death.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And the
poor
Raiders
dog.
have never been the same since.
Yeah.
August 9th, he was sentenced to spend between 3 and 10 years.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, at High Desert State Prison in Nevada. By 2024, he's actually working at the governor's mansion because he's under the community trustees inmates program. So he's one of the good guys. He's one of the good behavior guys. He is available.
Oh, he's living in the big house?
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, he's working at the mayor's mansion, governor's mansion.
Of course he is.
And
He's probably a ringer on their fucking flag football team, too.
Football team, yeah. He's eligible for parole in 2026. Up next, Don
Good for
King.
him.
Don King.
Don King?
Yeah, he's killed 2 people actually.
Of course he is.
Really?
Yeah.
Now,
in 19
directly, or did he order it?
Okay, so in 1954,
He don't know
King
he
shot a
killed.
man in. God damn it, Ashtray. In 1954, King shot a man in the back after seeing him attempting to rob one of his gambling houses. The shooting was ruled justifiable
Of
homicide,
course, it was in
so
the
King
back.
didn't go to prison.
Oh. In 54, does it say what state?
It does. I didn't look up. I didn't go that deep. I looked up some
Probably
of
the
them.
South. I'm
I looked up
assuming it's
some
the
of them,
South.
but I didn't want to fucking go to all of them.
Mhm.
In 1967, King was convicted of voluntary manslaughter for killing an employee who owed him $600 by stomping him down.
Christ.
Yes, by stomping on him.
Stop it
Stomped
on
him
him. Of
over.
course.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that's more impressive
That's
than
I mean,
shooting the
that's
man
a
in the
fucking-
back.
Yeah.
Right.
King served 3 years and 11 months in prison at Marion Correctional Institute in Ohio and was released in September 71. Yeah.
Only 3 years for stomping a man to death? God damn.
Jason Williams.
Time
You guys remember
is-
him? He was a basketball player. He played for the Nets for 11 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember him. I don't know if these guys do.
No, I
I
don't.
don't.
Okay. Where's it? Sorry. February 14th, he shot and killed his limousine driver, Costas Gus Christofi, at his townhouse, at his home. He was apparently giving him a tour of the mansion, and he showed him a shotgun for some reason. Didn't know the shotgun was loaded, and the shotgun went off.
What?
Yeah, and killed him.
Wow.
Man, gun safety.
He was in April of that same year. April by April he was acquitted of more serious charges. But they couldn't really he was convicted on 4 counts of trying to cover up the shooting. He wasn't actually convicted of manslaughter, of reckless manslaughter, because the jury was deadlocked.
Really?
Yeah. He
Aren't they conveniently deadlocked when it's a celebrity?
Right.
On January 2010, Williams pleaded guilty to aggravated assault in the 2002 death of Christoph. A month later, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison with a possible parole after 18 months. he was convicted and sentenced to an additional year in Rikers Island for a DWI, which he served 8 months.
Wow. In Rikers, though, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Yeah. Rebecca Gayhart. You probably would know her if she was on 90210 and stuff. 90210. I guess that's what she's known for.
No idea.
It sounds familiar. Rebecca Gayhart. Is she on this fucking link you had in the?
Yeah, she is one of the people on the link. Some of the people are.
Oh,
from
there
the
we
link.
go.
Some of the people I found other places. On June 13th, 2001, while driving a vehicle owned by Italian actor Marco Leonardi, they were starring in From Dusk Till Dawn 3 together. I'm pretty sure it was a great movie.
Straight to video.
Yeah.
Just got to keep working.
Gayhart struck 9-year-old Jorge Cruz Jr. as he walked across the street in Los Angeles. Cruz died the following day from his injuries. Gayhart paid the family $10,000 for his funeral expenses. And in 2001, she completed, in November of 2001, she completed no contest to vehicular manslaughter. She was sentenced to 3 years probation, a 1-year suspension of her license, and a $2,800 fine, and 750 hours of community service. The parents of the kid did file a wrongful death lawsuit, and they settled out of court. For some money.
Yeah, the thing, you got that money to be like, you know what? I fucked up. Here's my
some money.
Here's a big chunk of money that you're not going to get if some loser fucked up and did the same thing.
J.R. Smith. I might remember this one. On June 9th, 2007, Smith and 2 passengers were injured in a car accident on Stagecoach Road in New Jersey. The SUV he was driving collided with another car. Smith and a passenger, Bale, were ejected from the vehicle. Smith's vehicle went through a stop sign and collided with another car. Smith was taken to Jersey Shore University Hospital. Bale suffered serious head injuries and was pronounced dead 2 days later. Smith and the other guy in the back didn't suffer too many bad injuries, but the Smith and the other guy weren't in a seatbelt. In June of that same year, he pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of reckless driving in relation to the accident. Smith was initially sentenced to 90 days, but 60 of those were suspended on the condition that he complete 500 hours of community service. On July 31st, he was released from jail after serving just 24 days of his sentence. So what do you got to say about that, Ashtray? He killed his friend driving in the car with him.
That's so.
Only got 24 days. I mean, what you were there?
Ashtray was stoned and was a squirrel, just like.
Ray Caruth. This one was just a weird fucking story.
Ray Caruth? Is that
Ray
Rod's
Caruth.
brother?
No, Ray Caruth. Caruths. He played football for the the Carolina Panthers from 97 to 99.
Teddy, are these all coming from that same article? Because I'm not finding some.
No.
Oh.
They're not coming from the same article. Some of these are from the article. Others are from what I found. Because I got Ray Lewis on here. I got
They're just not in the outline.
No, I just put that one thing up there because I didn't want to put all these in the outline. Sorry. I was at work.
I wanted to see the pictures of these people as.
Well, Google the name, Ray Caruth.
You'll just have
Google
to look
the
at
name. Oh
Caitlyn
man, you make
Jenner.
it so hard for me and my listeners.
On November 16, 1999, near Caruth's home in Charlotte, North Carolina, Sharika Adams, a real estate agent who he had been dating, was shot 4 times using a .357 caliber revolver by Van Brett Watkins Jr., Senior, who was a nightclub manager and also a friend of Ray Caruth. Yeah.
Wait, which one was famous? The one who was
Ray,
killed?
Ray Caruth. He was a football player. So what happened was she was pregnant with his kid, with Ray Caruth's kid. She didn't want to have an abortion. So this motherfucker decided to have her killed. He parked his car in front of hers. He pulled up, parked his car in front of hers, and then the guy and the guy put it next to her car and shot her 4 times. She didn't die. She was able to call 911 and tell them what happened. Because she was pregnant with a child, they rushed her to the hospital. Well, also because she shot, they rushed her to the hospital. She fell into a coma, and they had to do an emergency C-section on the baby. Caruth went to jail, but he posted $3 million bail on the condition that if Sharika or the baby died, he would turn himself in. This happened on November 16th. December 14th, she died. So he quickly fled. He quickly fled fucking Carolina.
Got the fuck out of Dodge.
This motherfucker was caught in West Tennessee. Guess what? They found this motherfucker hiding in a trunk at a fucking hotel.
Wow.
Inside
in
the
a
trunk, he also
trunk?
contained, the trunk also contained $3,900 cash, bottles of his urine, extra clothes, candy bars, and a cell phone. So he'd been hiding there for a while.
Man, this guy sounds like a real fucking fruitcake.
So like that's when you're found hidden in a trunk, it's like were you having friends who help you getting in and out of the trunk, or you're just like, I'm gonna hide in this. And they'll never look in here, like you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Caruth was found guilty of conspiracy to commit murder, shooting into an occupied vehicle and using an instrument to destroy an unborn child. He was not found guilty of first-degree murder. They said that possibly spared him the death sentence. So Caruth was sentenced to 18 years and 11 months to 24 years and 4 months in prison. Watkins, the guy who did the shooting, was sentenced to prison for a minimum of 40 years and a maximum of 50 years. Ray
Good
Lewis.
for him.
Y'all remember the story about the Ray Lewis thing?
Yeah, Ray Lewis is pretty stabby.
So about that. So what happened was it's after the Super Bowl, January 30th, 2 men they were stabbed and killed by members of Lewis's entourage during a brawl. One of the guys he was with and his entourage, there's about 10 guys, got in an argument in the club with another guy who had an entourage of about 10 people also. They get into a fight. People get stabbed up. And
Poked a little.
Also, they talk about how these guys, they went and bought knives before they went and hung out. The 2 guys that did the stabbing.
Wait, say that again.
They went out and brought knives before. So like they went to like a Dick's or whatever, sporting goods store, and brought like flip knives.
They went and bought knives specifically for the occasion.
Yeah,
Well, I don't think-
yeah,
well,
like you do.
Right.
I thought it was just like I'm carrying my shiv, like.
So they get into a fight. Lewis claims that he was in the limo the whole time, and then the other guys hopped in and drove off. Lewis said he didn't fight, nothing like that. They found the knives. They found blood in the car. They did not find the outfit that Ray Lewis was wearing that night. They've never seen what he was wearing. He had on different clothes when the cops came to talk to him, and they never found his clothes. They wanted him to flip on the other 2 guys. That nobody flipped on anybody really. The guys were the trial began May 15, 2000. It would last less than a month. And because they didn't have enough, sorry, I'm trying to read where it was. Why didn't you write it all down?
This is why I write shit on
Okay,
a notepad.
Ultimately, I did. Yeah, again, I've been at work the past 3 days. Ultimately, the jury decided that there was not enough evidence to give a guilty verdict to the 2 guys on murder charges. They were acquitted. The jury deciding that the stabbing deaths were considered also self-defense. Lewis was fined $250,000 by the NFL and wound up settling a civil suit from the 2 guys that were stabbed families for $1 million apiece. But he didn't go to jail.
You didn't go to
Thanks
jail,
to
huh?
Jesus.
Thanks to fucking Jesus.
I just did a little poking.
Thanks to Jesus and the Baltimore Ravens.
People
Yeah.
had it coming.
Okay, so this one is on the page. Fatty Arbuckle.
Oh, Fatty Arbuckle.
Fatty.
I've
Yeah.
heard this story only because of fucking Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Fatty Arbuckle was charged with manslaughter. Where? Oh, the other page. Yeah, it was charged with manslaughter when a woman named Virginia Rapie died after the actor allegedly raped her. Rapie was found very ill in Arbuckle's hotel room after drinking bootleg alcohol. She died of a ruptured bladder. When a friend of hers told the police that Arbuckle raped her, the police concluded that the weight of the actor's body caused distress to her organs.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
He literally crushed a bitch to death.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He went through 2 trials before he was ultimately cleared of charges in the 3rd trial. But they said after the 3rd trial, by the time all the trials got over, like people didn't want to deal with him anymore. He couldn't find work, and he also owed like $700,000, which back in those days was like $1 billion.
Yeah, at the time, he was like one of the biggest celebrities.
Yeah.
It was like when Fear and Loathing Las Vegas, where the fucking Christina Ricci scene, where Benicio del Toro was like, "I was just trying to help her." Fucking fuck, what am I forgetting? Hunter S. Thompson is like, that's what they said to Fatty Arbuckle, and look what they did to him. I'm like, who the fuck is Fatty Arbuckle? And that's where I like read about this story. He was like the biggest celebrity at the time, and his side of the story was like, she was having abdominal pains. I was like rubbing ice on her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. He said he was doing that, and then her friend was like, he was rubbing ice on her to simulate sex. And I'm like, what?
What the fuck?
That's what the friend said. Yeah.
To stimulate sex.
To simulate sex, not stimulate. Simulate.
You know what? Like, think of how many other poor ladies he probably pelvically crushed under his own Fatty Arbuckle.
Fat fucking bastard.
Before he actually killed one.
Jesus.
Yeah. Up next, we
gotta
have,
let them do the work, you know?
Yeah.
There was no TMZ back then.
No TMZ. Up next, we have Laura Bush. When Laura Bush was in high school, she neglected to stop at a stop sign when she was driving. She hit another car and killed the driver, Michael Douglas, who happened to be a close friend and classmate. We got Ted Kennedy up here. This is called the Chappaquiddick.
Oh yeah, Chappaquiddick.
Yeah, Chappaquiddick. 1969, Ted drove his car off a bridge in Chappaquiddick, an island near Martha's Vineyard. The car went to the water, and though Kennedy swam free, his passenger, Mary Jo Kopechne, drowned in the overturned car. This motherfucker fled the scene and waited 9 hours to report the incident. And he later pleaded guilty to leaving the scene of an accident, and he only got probation.
Because he's royalty.
Yeah, because he is. Yeah, Matthew Broderick. Caitlyn Jenner. I didn't know she killed somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
February 2015.
So, did this happen before the transition?
I think it happened. I think it was after.
Because 2015 has to be
Jenner?
a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How long has she been a man? I mean, a woman.
Oh yeah, no, I think this was after her transition, like shortly after.
Shortly after. So not only do you go through that, you fucking kill somebody.
Oh yeah, like
Jesus
she is in the
Christ.
news
Fucking hormones.
because of.
In February 2015, Jenner's SUV rear-ended a white car and sent it careening into oncoming traffic. It was then struck by a Hummer. The driver of the white car was killed, and 7 others sustained injuries.
She was the butterfly that fucking killed someone.
Yeah, Jenner was not hurt in the wreck. Police say that she voluntarily submitted to have blood drawn from the alcohol test and was not speeding. After passing a field sobriety test, she initially claimed that she was being chased by paparazzi, but the police do not believe that story to be true. I was being chased by the paparazzi.
Imagine getting rear-ended. Like, it happens, but then the car that fucking T-bones you was the biggest vehicle on the road.
Exactly. It's kind of one of those where
That's just bad luck, man.
she made a dumb like driving. I mean, I remember that happening and seeing the video. It was kind of like, oh, she kind of like pulls out maybe when she shouldn't have. And yeah, caused this accident that just like killed.
Up next, we have Dwayne Goodrich. He was a cornerback for the Dallas Cowboys, 2000 to 2002. On January 14, 2003, Goodrich was involved in a hit-and-run accident that killed 2 people. On January 15th, he was arrested on charges of vehicular manslaughter in relation to the accident. This motherfucker struck and killed 2 motorists who were trying to rescue a man from a burning car on a North Dallas freeway.
Oh wow!
What?
Damn,
Yes,
dude.
I'm like, what? They're trying to save a guy from a burning car, and then they get fucking hit by this retard. And then, the witnesses claimed that he was going over 100 miles an hour. On September 8th, 2003, he was sentenced to 7.5 years in prison and fined $20,000 for the accident. He was convicted on 2 counts of criminally negligent homicide. On January 9th, 2006, prosecutors and relatives of the deceased victims successfully sought to add on 5 years to his original 7.5-year prison sentence. Yeah. He was released from prison in October 2011. October 5th, 2011. But yeah, he struck 2 fucking people trying to help somebody else. That shit was fucked up. And there we have it. Those are celebrities that have killed people in fucked up ways. Most of them.
You didn't have what's his face from Motley Crue in there?
Christopher Walken.
Oh, y'all can talk about that. I'll pull the thing back up. Sorry, here.
Vince Neil.
Vince Neil, yeah.
Yeah, Vince Neil fucking killed. I think it was either the drummer or the bass player for Hanoi Rocks, the band.
Was he getting a fight? I don't know. That.
No, he was in the. They got into his.
Oh, here it is. Yep,
I don't know what kind of car it was, a Vet or something. Neil was driving. They were going to get more liquor, and he was hammered. Fucking crashed into something. Killed fucking dude.
It was in 1984.
You could say that Fast
man.
and Furious guy fucking killed him and his friend driving that crazy fucking speed car in an industrial park. God bless Travis Walker or whatever your name is.
This is interesting. Director Oliver Stone enlisted in the U.S. Army during the Vietnam War and requested combat duty. He has a Bronze Star and a Purple Heart.
Wow.
And he's credited with killing several enemies with a grenade. Like he fucking.
That is why
it's very accurate. That shit.
Films were.
Yeah, that's why Platoon was so good.
Yeah, and was shelved for a while, which I didn't realize.
No, was it? All right. Well, that's our main topic of rich motherfuckers who kill people. We're gonna move on to the what section part of the show. Up first is Oracle with Cursor.
Cursor. So I heard about this new program that's an AI code editor, and basically it's got the latest and greatest models built into it. So it's got Claude or the newest GPTs, Chat GPTs. And how it works is you're using it and you write your code and then you can send it over kind of into this chat where it will analyze the code and
be like, here's where you could fix it.
Yeah. So it'll do
awesome.
it. Yeah, it'll do it in real time and it'll be like, okay, well, I want to do this. And it'll be like, okay, here we go. And it sets it up. And it's like, well, what do you think about doing this? And then you just accept the changes. And the thing that's really been impressive about this is I've been working on some stuff and wanting to set up like backup kind of scripts, get things ready for deploying on different platforms and things like that. And it'll actually, it's like, okay, here, I'll create this script for you. Here's the README file that it'll need. And it's creating these files on your computer and you know, staging it all for you. So it's outstanding. It's really good. I've been very impressed by this. It's got like an autocomplete, and once you get the hang of it, it really it's kind of freaking amazing.
Now, is it free?
There's a free trial.
Okay.
You're
Enough
limited.
to entice you to be like, yeah,
Oh
this is
yeah,
worth
definitely enough.
subscribing.
Definitely enough to get you to work on something, and it's pretty fucking cool. And if I would definitely recommend for anybody that's ever like had any type of interest in doing any type of programming, or if you have an idea for a program, I would try this out, because this is like I've used like Copilot and stuff like that to kind of help a little bit with some stuff, but this is like on a completely different level. Like this will absolutely you can refine stuff, and you know, if it isn't working, or if you want to tweak it, you just you fucking tell it. You give it the logs. You say, okay, well, this is what's going on. It's like, oh yeah, I see what's going on. Well, let's try it. Let's do this. Let's fix this, and let's do that. And I've been very impressed. So Cursor.
Okay, I don't know shit about coding, but like it sounds like, oh, here's a problem. Are you just like telling it like in basic type, like texting?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you're just having a conversation with it.
Like you're texting a customer service rep, like, hey, here's the problem here at this point. And the AI is like, oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Let's try this.
And even if if you don't know what the problem is, you say, well, this is broken. Can you tell me what's going on here? And it'll look at it and be like, oh yeah, I see what's going on here. This is what we need to do. And then it'll make the changes, and then you approve it, and there you go. So yeah, really fucking powerful.
The thing my question is, why do we need you then?
Yeah, I'm saying, at what point you would be like, you know what? I know just bare bones, because the thing is, like I was saying, I don't know shit about coding, but you have to know enough about coding to make a project, to then find problems, to then have AI tell you how to fix it.
Right.
At what point is like, do you need just the bare bones like coding minimum to be like, here's what I want, AI? Or it's like it's gonna it's gonna come down to like us, like nerdy fuck visual graphic designers, be like, I'm drawing this on a paper pad and I'm gonna snap a shot with my phone and make that work, AI.
This is pushing the limits to that. You know, I'm not a programmer, and these are kind of for personal projects or whatever, but I mean, it's pretty impressive. Like you can tell it, and I want to try that with like, I want to try to make a clone of my alarm app that I have to pay like $100 a year. I'm going to see if I can make a clone of it by describing it and just kind of iterating and working on it.
Yeah.
Because and honestly, after working with this for the past week here, I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to do it. It's impressive, and you know, this stuff is going to get more and more complex. I do think that we are getting into an age of, if you have an idea, you can actually fucking actually have the AI build it. Like if somebody has an idea, and if you really want,
so what you're saying is that like you can make us an app,
or anybody, like, you could make an app. Anybody.
That Rick and Morty episode. Do you want to try my app?
Yeah, anybody could make a fucking app or whatever with this. And the demo is pretty generous with this, so it's cursor.com. If you have any interest in creating any type of program or app or whatever, I would give it a shot, because it works right out of the box. Some of this other stuff you have to set up, like API keys and all this other stuff to get it hooked up. This is built. It's built for this purpose. So pretty cool. Cursor.com.
Cool.
Word. Up next, we have Mystic with 28 days later. I'm sorry, 28 years later.
Yeah, the trailer is out for that, the first one. I love the first two. I hope this one is good. It'll be damn good horror trilogy if you like zombies or, just good movies. You like these, Ashtray? I think you probably.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
the first
I
two
actually
also,
was just
yeah.
thinking to
You do?
myself, how long ago was it? Was 28 months later, right? Was the second one?
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
How long ago?
No,
when
it
did
was
that come out?
weeks, wasn't it? 28 weeks later?
Maybe it was 28 weeks
So it
later,
was 28 days, weeks, and now
Weeks,
years.
not years, yeah.
which I think is a great concept of.
Right.
Because I think the end of the second film kind of gave you the impression that they're just like they cordoned off Great Britain, and they're
Yeah,
like, you know what, we're just gonna like let the zombie virus die out.
Yeah, we're gonna ride it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
That is like, from my memory, anyways. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
pretty
kind
much
of
what it
like,
was, yeah.
no one can get out of here. We're gonna kill anyone. We're just gonna,
Yeah,
like,
because that
ride
last
it
shot was them like fucking out in the middle of nowhere, right? Like that.
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Those fucking planes were flying over or whatever.
But
Anyway,
yeah, it's a good tease.
It's
That
a
trailer.
good trailer. They don't give anything away. It's mysterious, you know what I mean? And it's enough to fucking get you going. Like, what?
And
the
that
fuck's going
like
on
kind
here?
of radio dialogue from like some
Yeah.
old British lady. That isn't it, like, that made me wonder, like, is that original to the trailer or is that some actually old? Because it sounds very like an old timey one.
Yeah, I have no idea what it was. Somebody told me it was like it's the thing that fucking there's like this special forces fucking team that's in the movie. Like that's their fucking brainwashing thing that they use. But it's actually from some old fucking early 1900s like actual thing, British thing. I don't know what it's actually from though. I'm sure it'll be explained. That's what I mean. That's what I think. It's a good trailer. It's a good teaser. You know what I mean?
It is a good teaser.
It's getting you fucking. It's getting me worked up.
Mm-hmm.
Hard.
Getting them
feels
frost.
Hard right now.
Getting that zombie
Froth. I'm becoming froth.
Yeah.
I like it.
Zombie
That's
chud.
gross.
Froth zombie chud.
Cannibal humanoid underground dwellers. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Moving on to me with Marvel Rivals. There's a little YouTube clip down there. Marvel Rivals. It's pretty much Overwatch with Marvel characters. These guys pretty much jacked Overwatch and made a better game with Marvel characters. There's three classes. You have tanks, DPS, and then you have the healers. Team-based games. It's fucking awesome. They have team ups to where if you're playing with somebody, if you're playing with Rocket Raccoon and Punisher, you pretty much have unlimited ammo. Yeah, it's fun. I don't usually get into these type of games. Wasn't a fan of Overwatch. But check this one out. It was free. Overwatch is also free, but this is free.
Is it third person?
It is third person, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is very third person. 33 characters.
Very third person.
More coming. It's an awesome, fun game to play with friends. So yeah. Hop on, fellas.
So it's free, but
It's free.
what are they like? What do you pay for? Power ups?
No,
Costumes?
you pay. You can buy costumes and stuff, but that's about it.
Okay. I just wonder, where's the
There's no-
revenue stream coming for all these
There's
games? Like,
no,
that many people actually just pay for costumes?
Oh
on the
yeah,
actual
dude, some of the costumes
dynamics?
some of the costumes are pretty sick. I haven't bought any yet. I had to your name is you're only allowed 14 characters for your name. My name is 15 characters. So when I went to back out, actually hit OK for my name, so it's Teddy Bear Terror, and I was like I got to change that, but it was fucking $5 to change my name.
$5 to change your name?
$5 to change
Oh
your
man,
name.
that's like,
Yeah.
I see.
My
As
buddy-
soon as
my-
you get into the game, like this, which is not a bad concept.
My buddy was like-
you make a solid game. Like, you're having so much fun. You want to actually have more fun. You want to have actual options. Pay
But I
us
was
money.
I got my buddy's like, you gonna pay $5 to change your name. I was like, yeah, I can't just leave it without the R. It just looks retarded.
I know you don't want to look retarded.
I don't want to look retarded. So yeah.
You want to go
I
full
fixed it.
retard.
You don't want to look retarded. Oh,
so I fixed the retardation.
I like to play
For
a
you.
video game.
It's a fun game. Check it
God,
out.
for monetary transactions.
Yeah. Up next is Ashtray with New Jersey drone swarm.
Yeah. So, like, this is a story that I guess has been going on for a while, and I only like heard about it by falling asleep to some. I think it was like the like TMZ like full disclosure UFO thing, and I'm like, you know what? There's probably a Reddit thing about UFOs, and it's like everything. I was just like looking recently. It was like everything was about New Jersey. I'm like, well, what the fuck? There's a lot of shit. Like people are talking about New Jersey, and I don't know, a week ago, where I was like, you hear about these drones in New Jersey? Like what the fuck? And when you look at the videos, most of them, yes, they have that drone look where it's like flashing lights, like something is in the sky and it's hovering or like slightly moving, but you see this, especially if they're fucking high up. It's like a red and green light, like actual drones are supposed to have, and then usually a bright light. But they're so fucking far up there, it looks like a goddamn like, is that a UFO? And I shit you not, I saw one of these same things when we were looking at these videos when I was out visiting my buddy Tom. It was me, him, and Travis doing this hike. And we're coming back and the sun is completely down. And it was just kind of like, what is that fucking thing hovering up there? It looks like a star that's flashing red and green. And I didn't save any of the pictures I tried to get of it because they're so shitty. But it looked just like these videos in New Jersey. And it's gotten to such a thing now where it's like, it's almost a month. 3.5 weeks of sightings where they're like local police are getting like 40 to 50 sighting reports.
Well, they're saying that these things are like the size of a fucking car.
Exactly. That, like,
What, really?
Yeah.
Because also
fuck?
too, like there's enough people there who are also like drone nerds who have, their little DJ whatever, number with a camera on it, like a standard commercial drone. And the thing is, like, they're describing it like it looks like, which to me sounds like, you remember like 5 years ago, the news stories about like, we're going to test like an automated air taxi car, like a drone taxi car they could get in. Because they're saying like, these are the size of a small car. And the thing is, the military is like, well, we don't really know who they're from, but like, we don't see any threat to anybody's safety. It's like we had one motherfucking Chinese balloon, floating up there, and we're like, what the fuck is that? And everybody's like,
Shoot it down.
We got not only that, but we got the released like picture where like the spy plane like flew right above it. Remember that?
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh yeah, that's definitely some like weird fucking, Chinese balloon shit. Is what they told us. And it's like all the local congressmen in New Jersey, and of course it's like it's congested around New Jersey, and everybody's like, asked me that I've been telling this story to, like, why New Jersey? I'm like, exactly, New Jersey. Nobody gives a fuck about New Jersey. I'm surprised some rural New Jersey farmer hasn't just been like, I'm gonna fucking try to shoot that shit down. Nonetheless, though, it's finally getting towards like, I'm hearing it on the stupid news, I call it, the Today Show in the morning. I have my like TV turn that on while I'm waking up, and it's like, if the Today Show is talking about it, it's actually getting like regular like housewife traction. Because if you're seeing these, which some of these citizens are saying now, it's like, I've been seeing these for 2+ weeks. It's like they weirded me out at first, but it's like I've been seeing them so much, you get used to it. And I don't know, my hunch is like, not UFOs, it's like some high enough level military test device that like all the other military branches that are trying to get answers are saying like, oh, we don't know who it is, but we don't see it as a threat to the public because they can't actually say what it is. That's my so far armchair theory. I don't think they're actual UFOs.
No, they're not UFOs. UFOs are way faster than that.
Oh yeah. And they have that blinking quality. Like if you really look hard, you can catch the green and red, which is like, isn't that the standard for drones and airplanes and shit? Like red on one wing, green on the other.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like those are definitely in the videos too.
Not a drone nerd. I don't know.
Me neither.
Well,
My
way to go.
word. Next up is what would you think? Because yeah, go fuck yourself. Oracle, cold as fuck.
Cold as fuck. Cold as fuck time
Cold
is
as
here.
fuck.
Yeah.
Had to go outside today. I was like, oh yeah, it's not. I was driving and like, yeah, it's not that bad. And then I had to actually get out of my car and walk into a building. I was like, fuck this shit. This fucking
Yeah.
sucks.
No.
Leave the potato. Save yourself.
Oh my god. We actually was this transfer thing the potato or was it just by yourself?
No, I had the potato and the wife with me.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
It's more of a pain. It's more like I don't know about you, but it's like if you're like taking a child, it's like it's more like Jesus, it's fucking cold.
Yeah.
Because you're caring about that child. But that's
Yeah. We finally cleared out the house enough that we're parking in the garage. That shit's awesome.
nice.
So not having to go outside. It's generally warmer here in wintertime, and especially doesn't get
Oh,
cold
yeah.
to like January, February down here. I could use like ride a motorcycle on Christmas.
Yeah,
and
it
shit.
was like -4 today.
What are your average
Yeah.
lows
Yeah.
down there in
Let's
Tennessee?
see. Right now it's we're at 41 right now.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Feels like -5 right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know. But yeah, but my wife is not used to parking in the garage, and she's loving this fucking.
It's
shit.
worse
She's-
where Oracle is. It's probably fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've got it pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll see how the rest of the winter goes because honestly, it's been pretty mild up until this point.
You have a garage?
Yeah, I've got a garage, so that's
okay.
nice. I really don't have to go outside or spend extended periods of time outside anymore.
Right.
So yeah, now I'm
can't-
just a
I
huge
can't remember.
fucking
Did you have a
pussy.
snowblower when I came?
Oh
to
yeah,
visit?
I've got a fucking boss ass snowblower.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ah,
Word. Up next is Mystic, bruh.
bruh. Luigi. Come on, bruh.
Luigi.
Yeah, what- like, why do
That's
you-
actually the best way to address him.
Like, why do
You
you wear
go-
a mask?
you
He is
go
a
through
bruh.
all this shit. You're meticulous about paying cash, taking a bus, fucking, not showing your face. And then to flirt, you fucking show your face with some chick. And dude, if he'd never shown his face, they wouldn't have known who to fucking go after. That guy could have been gone, dude. What
That's
the
how I
fuck
get
is he
caught.
still doing in fucking Pennsylvania? That's crazy to me. He did it so fucking well. And I think either he wanted to get caught or he's just an egotistical motherfucker, I guess. But
I was actually impressed with the new series. Of course, it's fun to follow the way it went, but where it was like we found his backpack, and then a day later, it's like
Right.
it was full of Monopoly money. It's like, oh
yeah.
Was it really
know.
full of Monopoly money?
Yeah.
that's what they said.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
it had Monopoly money and a water bottle. But I guess the water bottle didn't even have his prints on it. It had somebody else's. Like he
Hmm.
had planted the water bottle and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And my theory was he had a backpack in a backpack. It's like I'm gonna have this outer
Probably,
backpack
yeah.
while I commit the crime. I'm gonna ditch it
Yeah.
and leave it full of Monopoly money, and all my real shit is in the inner backpack.
Yeah, just
yeah,
don't
and
fucking,
I mean,
don't
just
take your mask
change
off,
your
bro.
fucking.
And he
Yeah,
got caught
he did-
eating
and if
hash
he
browns
did-
at McDonald's.
If he did, even if he did have to take his mask off, maybe, like I heard one dude say, maybe it would have been weirder if he hadn't. You know what I mean? If the chick's like, we need, why don't you take your mask off, and he just refused to. Maybe that would have drawn up some red flags. So
Yeah.
maybe he did it because of that. But then change your appearance, dude. Get a fake mustache and beard, or fucking grow a beard, or like, it's crazy, man. He could have been gone. Could have gone over to the Canadian border and fucking just been gone.
And maybe the thing is, like, he had meticulous planning up into the event, but his escape planning was like, I'll leave an extra backpack full of Monopoly money, which is a clever move. But like from there, you still have to have clever moves.
Well, that's what I like. If he already had that many clever moves.
Also, he's 26. Think about it. He's 26. I was like, oh my God, he really is younger than I thought. I thought this is like some dude in his like 30s or 40s.
Mm-hmm.
He could have gotten away with it. I like a nice underdog story, you know.
It's crazy.
Well, that's why we all fell in love with him.
It's crazy how many people are rooting for
even if we weren't gay.
Yeah, like the
What,
country's
Teddy?
root for a killer.
Yeah, like it's fucking. There's a lot of chicks and dudes fucking thirsting over that motherfucker.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy after this happened. There was
he's gonna be getting fan mail.
Oh yeah, there was an
So
alert
much
though with kind of these posters that were circulating around with a hit list of all these like top CEOs from healthcare. And insurances.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. Like
I heard that those healthcare companies actually took like the page where it's like who runs or like the company, you know, like the board member listing and the photos. They just like shut those pages down.
Yeah. It was like what wanted, and then the dead or alive crossed out the alive, wanted, dead, and then all these people's pictures on there and their names and like how much. I don't know if it was their salary or what, but
yeah, I don't know, like I just saw like a photograph of like a poster like that, and it said it was in New York. But yeah, it was like one particular CEO of a
fucking crazy.
healthcare company.
This is the beginnings right here. This is the revolution, Teddy, and it will be televised.
Well, the thing is, like, no motherfuckers are gonna start like taking up arms and trying to take. There might be one or two copycat, but I don't think.
You never know.
I got enough ammo, and there's a gun show coming up here pretty soon. So.
I never know, but actually, like, even these posters of Wanted, you know what it is? It's some like fucking hipster graphic designer who's like,
yeah, but I don't mean with just.
It's something I would do. That's why I know.
Rich people all over. I mean, look at fucking how much money these billionaires are making because of fucking Trump. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, the poor people are gonna fucking realize there's a lot more of us.
Only if they get cut off from fucking social media, TikTok.
I'm not poor, like neither's Oracle.
I'm sorry, but there's so many opiates to the masses.
I'm poor as shit. Don't come after me.
Yeah. We're all poor, man.
No, I know. I think like corporate America has a lot of more suckling off of our attention spans than they've even taken advantage of yet. Like it's gonna be this long slog of like our personal selves having to like detach from what they are sucking from our attention.
Awesome, moving on.
A lot of sucking in that statement.
Yeah, don't suck on that teeth, bro. Moving on to me. No Saturday class. My son has been taking jiu-jitsu. He's loving it. On Saturday mornings, they have a father-son class, which is fucking, and I'm loving it. It's fucking awesome. I mean, it's and this Saturday he's going with some friends to a water park, and I'm not gonna get to go to Saturday class. And I'm kind of heartbroken. I've been enjoying hanging out with my son on Saturdays and going to jiu-jitsu class. He's having fun, throwing me all over the mat and stuff. So, yeah. I'm just sad. I'm gonna miss my son on Saturday. So I'm probably just gonna get high and play video games.
Jesus Christ, bag.
Fuck you.
That's all right. You don't have a son.
Up next is Ashtray. Decapitated deer head. Ain't worth saying. Yeah, whatever.
Let a dead deer head lie. This was an absurd scenario where I'm at work. It's like someone's taking too long in the one bathroom we have, and I'm like, it's also slow. Where it's like, look at this piece of scrap. Like this has got a warp. Like it's got to go in the trash. So I also then I'm gonna piss behind the dumpster, and I throw this scrap material in the dumpster. And I'm literally pissing on the dumpster. And I look over. I'm like, is that what? I'm like, God damn! There's a fucking decapitated deer head in the dumpster, and like they were cleared out the day before, so there isn't much trash. And this is one of those big, double wide fuck off dumpsters. Because it's like a whole industrial
Fuck
park.
off dumpsters.
It is not just our trash. There are days when we put a lot of shit in. There's days where we don't put anything in. But sometimes you go back there to throw shit in and you see weird shit in there. But this is the first where I'm just like, there's a fucking decapitated.
It is weird to see in Madison. I'd expect
Right.
that up,
Exactly.
like, in
This is
fucking
in
Marshfield or
Madison.
something.
And so I'm sure it's from someone who works in one of these other businesses in this industrial park. We're near
Yeah.
the Madison Sewer District. So like there's all kinds of weird fucking companies out here.
And it was a doe. It was a doe. I didn't look at it closely.
yeah, no, I'm assuming it was a doe. I didn't like try
Looks
to take
like a
pictures
doe.
at other angles. I was
Yeah.
just like, I
Yeah.
literally was actually pissing, and I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ. And like I pulled my phone out while I'm pissing, and I'm like over my shoulder like this. Literally, I'm like, that is a decapitated deer head, and the dumpster it's day empty. Like it was empty
Yeah.
yesterday.
That's funny.
There's that one other trash can with like whatever is like broken up bricks or shit, and that deer head. That was all that was in there. And I'm pissing behind it like a hillbilly. And I took that picture and I'm like, you know what? Like, this is a great story to come back in and tell my coworkers. But it's like, I know my boss will go like full Karen over a situation because it's so absurd and absurd extra because it happened in Madison
Yeah.
and happened behind our business. But like, he's gonna like call the landlord. He's gonna be like, whoop. He's gonna like have this whole conniption.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like,
I don't
Marlo,
pay.
I'm like,
I don't pay for deer heads.
I'm not gonna tell anyone about this. I will wait to see if someone else who works with me finds it or it gets covered up with other trash.
I
Because
hope
it's-
if somebody else finds it, you just go, "Oh no, gross."
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, really? Because I know they don't
Yeah.
watch.
That
Yeah,
is
it's
super-
like,
Make
disgusting.
it super obvious. You're like, "Oh no."
You don't say.
a doe head too? It wasn't even
Yeah.
male.
What?
Like, yeah, it like it's so like this is just I don't know.
It's
kinda
pretty
like,
fucking absurd. Like,
it's so absurd, but also like I'm choosing that battle, and I will fill you in next week if I hear anything.
oh, that
That's like-
motherfucker's gonna
that's a-
start stinking if it
Well, like,
warms up here.
The thing is, if other businesses have a bunch of trash, which like it kind of like comes in waves. Some weeks we have a lot of fucking scrap. Other businesses have a lot of scrap. What other businesses are gonna come by and be like, Jesus, what the fuck? And they're just gonna throw their big pile of scrap over top of it, right?
Yeah.
So, because like once it's covered, the other businesses aren't gonna give a shit.
That's true.
And
I
in
mean,
another
Madison-
week, it's gonna be dumped away. That is
We're all
how.
still from Wisconsin. Like
What's that?
I mean, Madison or not, it is weird, but
yeah.
we're all still from Wisconsin.
Well, this is
We see
partly why, like, I have, like, to me, it doesn't incense me,
Hmm.
but I'm kind of like, damn.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This is definitely.
like, this is in Madison.
Yeah, this is in the Wisconsin wheelhouse. If
It's in the
if-
Wisconsin
if
wheelhouse.
Teddy
It's
found
cool.
this, it'd probably be like a dead baby or something out in a dumpster in Tennessee.
Nonetheless, it's like reading your audience as far as like coworkers. Like, I know all my coworkers, because it would be a great story to be like, oh my God, like, look what's in the fucking dumpster. But my boss will like, it will be a project for him to like get some sort of resolution or find out who did this kind
Right.
of thing.
Justice must be
Like,
done.
exactly. It will be a justice kind of thing that like we need to know
fucks
who
into
did
me
it
with
or
deer
tell
heads?
everyone around here you can't do this in Madison. And it's like, no,
No goddamn deer heads in Madison.
I am
Give me-
not.
Getting
I'm
it out
not
of
going
there.
to foster that.
Hid it in someone's bed.
And
Yeah,
I'm going to be a
right?
fly on the wall when
Jesus.
one of my coworkers finds it. So tomorrow I might have a different story.
Word.
You should at least poke it with a stick.
Don't
Stand
poke
Get
by
a
it.
long
me.
stick. It was deep in there. That's what I'm saying. Like, also, I'm thinking to myself, my boss ain't gonna get a step ladder to climb up in this fuck off dumpster to get down there and with plastic bags try to like give it a proper funeral. I don't think he'd go to that degree. He just would want to bitch to. He would want to bitch to the landlord and
Oh,
all
shit.
the other people around us that like you can't do this
Yeah.
just to like prove a point. It's not worth that. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, he loves HOAs, doesn't he?
What's HOA?
Homeowners
Homeowners
Association.
Association.
Oh, like he would like only if it was his own. Only if it was his own. He's kind of one of those like he likes to think he has his own amount of freedom until it's like against what he thinks like it's within his freedoms.
Right.
So yeah, it's just like whoop.
Ashtray has been talking forever.
Yeah. In all seriousness, go fuck yourself, Ohio State. Go blue, bitch.
Shit.
4 years running. That's our show. We're going to be here every Wednesday or Thursday night, 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at theredreport.com or facebook.com/theredreport. You can, you can't Twitter. Let's fuck that. I don't know what I'm doing there.
Access.
Access.
We're streaming
share,
on
some fuckers.
YouTube now.
And we're streaming on YouTube.
Yeah,
now.
we're live
So-
on
Not even on
YouTube.
Facebook anymore.
Yeah.
Is it just being a dick to us?
It's being a dick, but the live
It's being a
stream
dick.
is working on YouTube. So go to YouTube.
Yeah, go to YouTube.
Okay.
Facebook. Fuck Zuckerberg.
They can still watch us later on Facebook,
Fuck
right?
Zuck.
Yeah, they can. But
Yeah, if they're losers.
yeah, if you're
I
a
don't even
fucking
want. Yeah,
loser,
right. I don't even want them watching us on fucking Facebook. Fuck Facebook.
piece of
Jesus
shit.
Christ. We're down for whatever. I'm Teddy.
I'm Oracle.
I'm gonna stick.
Oh, he's a flat-footed
Goddamn.
ashtray.
Yep. And this is the Red Eye Report.
Bum, 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 bum.